What about now? It should all be good to go now. Yay. All right. There we go. I don't know. Streamlabs something really weird and just got confused about my default audio device, or my I didn't even have it set to default. It just got super odd. Anyway, so there we go. Well, what I was saying in the beginning is thank you guys for stopping by the stream and coming and hanging out. And Groupon, I'm glad you are feeling all right despite being hungover. But Glassney and Groupon Code, thank you for stopping in. And I don't know if Rian's here, but his comment is pinned, so I'll say hi to Rian as well. Okay, so I am gonna load up this game. Last time we were hunting Wizen, and I had not actually found one, so we're gonna do a little more hunting. And then I want to really focus on farming today. I want to expand my fields. I want to get things a little bit more organized. We have a pig now. We can produce manure. All that should be fairly straightforward. Once I get more animals, I'll be able to produce more manure, and then I can turn all that into fertilizer and have a good steady supply of fertilizer. Daddy PC Gamer, hello from Miami, bitches. Daddy, I hope you are having a lovely vacation. Thank you for taking time out of your vacation to come say hello. Hello, Ward Spose. Daddy PC Gamer, get a stop in and smash like for the Potato Queen. Thank you so much. I actually made a beef stew the other day with potatoes in it, and as I was cutting it up, I felt very happy in life just holding a potato, and I thought of you. So I'm gonna wait for this to load. I'm awaiting my lovely husband is making me a coffee right now, because some dirty dishes are blocking the coffee maker that I can use, and he has a bunch of fancy coffee making devices, coffee making like paraphernalia. I don't know how to use a lot of it. It's very fancy, all of its artisan coffee stuff. And so I asked him to make me fancy coffee. And that's what's happening. So I'm patiently awaiting that. And he's probably listening to me talk like, oh gosh, can't make herself any coffee. He just peeked at me through a bookshelf. Jetty PC Gamer, you think of me when you have potatoes now? Mission complete. Yes, I absolutely do. All right, we're gonna go across the river because I could have sworn that I've seen Wizen like spawn in this general area. Oh wait, I don't have arrows, right? I do have arrows. I just have 2 bronze and 2 copper. I just needed to toggle that. Okay, we have moose over there. So this is like our goal before I'll get into any of the farming today. Is I want to make sure I get this particular animal so I can complete the quest. What's probably going to happen is I feel like I'm going to end up going south a bit. And I think one of my quests, I have to go find Kestrel in Hornica. Like I really just don't want to go all the way down there right now, but if I need to find what I'm looking for, then that will be that. I know there are Wizen, I think usually down there. It is like snowing pretty heavy too. Groupon, okay, popping on the bus. My internet keeps dropping. Fun, y'all. All right, Groupon. Thank you for stopping in though. Have a good trip home. We have a wolf over there. Oh wait, it says discovered animal spot Wizen. Oh, there's a wolf right there too. Okay, let's back it up a little bit. I'm not sure. Actually, I can check the map and it should actually show me exactly where that spot is. So that's actually a little bit more this way. Oh, yep, and there it is. All right, so we're gonna do this smart and just Gotta get some clear headshots. Having a little like stuttering. All right, 2 shots that took him down. Easy. Daddy PC Gamer heading out to do some exploring. I'll take plenty of pics to share. Enjoy the stream. I look forward to rewatching it at a later time. Yeah, have a fun day. Let definitely send pictures or post them somewhere. Let us know how it goes. All right, so we're gonna hear a bunch of the audio from the quest completion. But yeah, so we got that done. If we look, we have chapter X, or chapter X. Oh. Chapter 10, the dynasty continues. I need to have a wife. I need to have an heir. And have gained at least 5,000 dynasty reputation. And the reward for that is I will get 9,000 dynasty reputation and max development stage city. So basically my building limit goes up. So basically I'm just waiting on the last remaining qualifier for that quest because my wife is pregnant and I will have an heir soon. I also want to make sure I kind of get back and, you know, that I get myself filled up on food because that is a little low right now. Also really dirty. Oh, coffee delivery. Thank you so much. I had to stop slouching in my chair. I just readjusted my camera, actually. Oh, chest. I just readjusted my camera so that it was zoomed in a little bit more. I think because I didn't have my Logitech G Hub app like active, it wasn't applying the settings I had set. But I also realized that if I slouch, like I am frequently doing, what happens is then you can't actually see my face or part of my face. I feel like I'm hiking over mountains right now. Okay, so we're going past Denica. I don't really think I need to do anything there. I can't remember if there were things... You know what? There actually are things that I can sell because when I defeated that bandit camp that was right past Denica, I collected quite a bunch of things. Oh, Oda? Is there anybody in here? No. Not a vendor.
Be welcome, stranger.
I don't know what it is about the audio in this game that keeps stuttering.
Whatever you need, I've got it.
Lastly, I've just realized I never asked. How are you today? I'm doing really well. I am feeling a little bit better. I know I've been sick like for such a long time. I still have this cough, but it's like the urge to cough isn't as like frequent. It's not happening as much. So, like, that's good. I'm gonna sell both of these. Do I want to sell both of them? I'll keep one of the bronze axes. I'm gonna sell the cheese. I think what I need to do is I do need to start, like, keeping certain things that are just gonna make my life more efficient. So the tools and stuff that will, you know, move on a little faster. I'll be able to, you know, get things done without them breaking constantly. I'm gonna keep that. Glassony, that's good to hear. Onwards and upwards. Thank you. Can you make armor on this? So I don't know if I can make like armor in the traditional sense. Like I can make clothes that are better for like, I think heat and cold protection, but no armor as far as I can tell. But I'm not positive on that. I should actually look into that. We're gonna sell this water skin. We're gonna sell this bottle. I'll sell the now I'll save the Wizened skull. Sell the stone knife. This shovel will sell because we have another one. I'm gonna get rid of that spear because that was one of the bandits. I think everything else I can probably keep. I don't really need to sell the food items. I can just eat them.
See you soon.
I should actually look. So if I go into technology, there are a couple buildings, related to obviously like what you wear, or maybe it's really only one, but I would imagine the blacksmith, you might be able to do some stuff too. I'm looking in the wrong thing. Oh, production. Okay, so the sewing hut, which I haven't built yet. These are all of like the recipes. Like there's different things like trousers, gloves. None of it is really like armor, right? It's just clothing. Sewing hut 2, I can make like, looks like tunics. Once I get to this point, hats, caps. These are still all very like at most like rogue style clothing, like, some sort of leather hood maybe. So I don't really think, I'm not 100% sure. I know you can build with the blacksmith a bunch of like weapons, things like that. Even Sewing Hut 3 though, there's like fancy shoes, things like that, vests, but no armor. I think that's mainly because like in this story, right, your only threat in the valley is really bandits who are not like heavily armored or animals. So I think that's probably why there's no armor. Yeah, it doesn't seem so. All right, so we're gonna go from Denica back to our village. I can't remember if it was spring that I was anticipating that's when the heir will be born. My child. Lasny, thank you for your answer. Yeah, no, I mean, it's because I haven't been through this game to sort of the farthest point or like through, at least a very like thorough playthrough. There are things that sometimes people ask about it that I kind of go, I'm not really sure. Oh yeah. I do need to be a bit better about my arrows though, and I need to craft some arrows when I get back. Because I should have more on me at all times. We've got one of the knocked over carts over here. Stone, we've got iron ore, more stone, a cudgel, and more stone. Nothing great. And we have, I think, if I recall, I already searched this abandoned camp. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just completely forgetting that I didn't. Or maybe this stuff respawned. I don't know. We're going to take all this leather and fur. Copper knife. All of this is helpful. An iron axe, so that's worth a lot, and that's going to be really useful. And I guess because I'm this close to home, I can take the firewood. More arrows. See, it like this like solves my arrow issue. I don't have to craft as many. For the most part, I mean, if you're getting the arrows back from your hunt, if they're like better arrows and stuff, I mean, you can recycle the same 5 or 6 arrows without ever needing to craft more for a while. Oh, my husband's coffee is amazing. But also because he makes it the way I like it, even though the way I like it is really not great for like, when you're using or making artisan coffee. He gets really nice coffee. And I'm like dump a bunch of milk and sugar into this, which covers up the taste of the really nice coffee. But I actually have a thing where I can't actually really taste any coffee. Like, it all tastes like this same bitter flavor. And apparently there is like a genetic like thing that people can have that is potentially hereditary, where they don't taste the flavors in coffee or the undertones. They just kind of have this same like flavor. And apparently it gets more pronounced when you get older or something like that. So I can't really taste the kind of nuance in the coffee blends he gets anyway. So I appreciate his efforts. Alright, let's get a drink of water. I don't know if I left anything here. I don't think I did. And I still don't have a well worker, so I need to pay attention to that and make sure I'm letting my I'm keeping my village supplied with what they need. Let's see how much water is actually still in here. Okay, so we have a decent amount, but I could probably, just to be safe, restock them right now. Lastly, I'm more of a tea person. You know, I actually also drink tea a lot as well. I'm not like I'll drink coffee over tea person. I drink both. Let's grab a bunch of this. Grab these buckets. I'm gonna put this bow away. And see what else we can put away. I'm gonna put away this copper knife. This sickle, I feel like I could keep this on me because I'll need that in the spring to harvest some of my stuff. Store that, store the firewood. So, Glassney, what kind of tea do you drink? You said you're more of a tea person. Michael Delacruz. Oh my gosh, Mikey! How are you? I haven't talked to you in a long time, and thank you for subscribing. It took me like a half a second to like read the name and be like, wait a minute. Last name, Yorkshire tea, ginger tea. That all sounds really good. I tend to, I drink like, sometimes I drink like Earl Grey, and then sometimes I drink like just a bunch of different herbal teas and like loose leaf teas. And like, my son has gotten really into like teas, so he has like a little tea table and stuff with like all his favorite teas. Which I kind of want to partly take over part of it because I need space for my tea as well. All right, I kept the bronze axe. I'm going to put the, let's keep actually the iron axe and put the bronze axe away. It's good. I make my own tea mix. Yeah, like I sometimes I do like actually mixing some of like the loose leaf tea mixes that I get. We only get them from this this like small tea shop that is, frankly, it's like 40 minutes away. So it's a pretty long drive for tea, but we, me or my husband or something will stop there like a couple, maybe like once a year or twice a year and get like a different bag. Although I do need a better tea strainer. All right, so I still have a lot of stuff in my inventory, but I have a lot of food to put away. Let's put I'm going to keep the apples with me, the carrots, and just eat those. And I'm going to put all the raw meat away. Put the onions away. That should all be good. I have a lot of roasted meat. I can eat those as well. So let's just go through the food right now. And what is kind of a bummer is you can make, seeds from various vegetables if you have them, but you can't do that with like the saplings or anything naturally. But I get that because they're saplings, so they're like starters, not like a seed. Not getting poisoned, so that's good. Because if it's like really bad meat, I feel like it does poison you. All right. I really should think about healing and finding a way to heal. If I talk to my wife, I may actually, sometimes if she sees that I'm hurt, she will, she'll give me some sort of potion or something.
How is life treating you?
Well, so she's more focused on the fact that I'm dirty. You stain your clothes again, take them off, I'll give them the quick wash. You're very kind. Can I ask her for... No, actually none of that's useful.
See you soon.
Let's talk to her again.
Hello.
Oh no.
Goodbye.
I was hoping she was gonna like give me something to help me heal, but I guess I'm gonna be on my own for that. I could go into the herbalist hut and see what a health potion will require. I don't think I've unlocked those yet, but I can do that. For sure. All right, healing potions. A potion of instant health. We're talking a bucket of water, 2 dandelions, 2 broadleaf plantains, and 1 wooden vial. I don't know if we have any broadleaf plantains left. It might not even be worth it at this point for me to heal. I don't know. We'll kind of go with it for right now and hope I don't like die from some other reason. Right, buckets of water. All right, so let's fill up the water. Then I want to take a look over at the fields because I did say that I wanted to focus on farming today. That's why I'm going back in here. I hate how this is like, this roof is just low enough that it's like a problem. It gets in the way. I'm also drinking my coffee out of my Pikachu cup, which it's like a happy full-faced Pikachu on this side, and then we have a winking Pikachu on this side, which is adorable, I think. I'm actually like, we have a problem in this household with mugs. And the problem is we have too many, and we don't throw any out. And we don't even break them. Like, you know how like you break dishes, like you know, every once in a while you drop one, it breaks. Oh, you gotta throw it out. Maybe like 6 years later you buy a new set because you've broken enough that like you actually need more. That never happens with our mugs. It happened one time, and it was such a beloved mug of my husband's that I found another one on eBay because it was something that was like a tech company and it was from a long time ago. I found one on eBay and bought him a new one. So we don't lose or see any reduction in the number of mugs we have. We have an entire cabinet just for mugs. Hey, Rogue Otter, how are you doing? It's okay, guys, I'm here. We were waiting for you. Yeah, so I've got the stakes down for the wattle fence. Obviously, like I fenced in the pig area over there. I also realized I should have stopped and gotten animal feed. And I also didn't actually fill up this water. See, I was about to say my ADHD, I get really distracted sometimes. I can't keep track of everything. And then I got really distracted from reading what Rogue just wrote. I just heard about the Doctor Who news. Yes, that's why I messaged you, and I didn't want to like be the spoiler, but it was really awesome news. I'm very, very happy about it. I may have like screamed a little when I saw it. So yeah, very, very good news. And just for clarification, he was my favorite Doctor, so like now I'm just very happy. Okay, I finally unlocked the sewing hut, but I'm not gonna focus on that today. I gotta focus on this area because we need to clear this for more fields. Now I have this like small orchard. I don't want to like make a bigger orchard over here or anything like that. I think I'll fill out this orchard at some point and maybe put a different orchard in a different place. But I would like the rest of this to kind of all be like fields and stuff because the barn is right there. Mikey, have great rest of the day. Have fun. Yeah, thank you for stopping in. It was so good to see you in here. Glassney, what's the news? I haven't watched since a couple of episodes into Peter Capaldi, as I just couldn't get on with his character. Honestly, I'm several seasons behind, to be fair. But but it's like, for me, Doctor Who is one of those things that I will, like, I love it. I just haven't really gotten caught up. Caught up. All right. I'm not going to make another orchard over here, but I am going to make more of a... of like a field area. All right, so I feel like I need to leave like some space. Because I want there to be like a walkway almost. And I think what I'll do is I'll actually make this the entire height of like this over here. Or is this too big? Because it's like... Oh, okay. So maybe it can't be that tall. I almost like... Maybe then I make it shorter so that it's like more manageable. I don't like not having things like even, but that's okay. So I will make this one this size, and then I'm going to do probably another field over here. So I have a wooden hoe. This is absolutely going to break at some point because there's a lot of stuff that I have to grub up. But yeah, so Glassney, the news is that basically, we now know who the next Doctor is. It was revealed in the most recent episode. And it's David Tennant. Yeah, I can't not say it. I love David Tennant. Like, he is amazing. Crack Matrix, crack smash like. Yes, Crack Matrix, how are you today? I feel like there's something about David Tennant that, like, I mean, I've always liked him, but like that freaks me out a little is like, I feel like he doesn't age much, or that maybe he's just aging like so well that like he just, I don't know. I feel like I see no difference in him, and I haven't even watched a ton of his movies. I'm not sure about that, but like he just doesn't seem to like age much. Crack Matrix, I'm good. Tired, but it's all good. I loved him as the Doctor. I'll have to start watching it again. Then he was amazing in the role. Yeah, so basically, from my understanding, what has occurred is that I guess some people were thinking like, oh, maybe it's just like a short thing, but supposedly he is back as the 14th Doctor. Like, it's not just like a short little like brief thing. I also loved him from Harry Potter days with, because I think he plays a really good villain in general. Barty Crouch Jr. was the character, I believe. Anything with him and Michael Sheen. Yeah, he's, so yeah, that was exciting. All right, I guess I could let them do it, but it's going to take a while, for my farmers to deal with this, so, let's see, though, because I have a lot of stuff not equipped because I moved things around. Let's put the knife in here. I'm going to put the sickle up here for now. I'll put the iron axe here. Like, I don't have a hoe, so the shovel here. So let's cut down a tree. It's because he's from the UK. We make the best villains. I mean, I don't know. I do see that, like, a bit, like... I don't know what it is. Or maybe it's the type of villain that he plays. Like, I don't know if this is necessarily true, but at least something I always observed. And, like, when I took theater classes in college and when I, like, was, like, studying all this other, like, theater related things. Something that always got brought up was how so many of these like really prominent actors from the UK also like participate in not just like film acting, but like television and theater. Whereas in the US, what we tend to see is we don't see that crossover as much between like stage acting and screen acting. And there's something about like this like sort of theatricalness of like stage villains that I think is actually a lot better. It's just the way that like actors play those characters. And I feel like David Tennant has that quality, and I don't even know if he's done I don't know enough about him to know if he's done any like stage stuff. Lana, hello, how are you? When David regenerated, my dad called to speak to me after the episode. My mom was like, Fred, she can't talk to you. She's literally sobbing. Oh, see, this is the thing. I was like, I have to now catch up on Doctor Who. And it's not to say the other doctors weren't amazing. I just didn't. But I can't, like, just start watching again at random. I have to, like, catch up. He has done a lot of theater. Okay. I was pretty sure he had done quite a bit of theater, but obviously I wouldn't have seen anything because I'm over here. David Tennant, Benedict Cumberbatch, and the guy who plays Loki have all been in Shakespeare plays in the Globe. That's wonderful. I feel like, so like, there's a lot happening with like the actors from Hamilton over here because a lot of them are getting into mainstream projects. And I mean, we had people like Idina Menzel, who also transitioned from stage to screen. Leslie, you know when someone is a good actor as they get you to be involved with their character. Yes, absolutely. All right, I've cut down enough trees. Let's make a hoe. Well, the way I got introduced to Doctor Who in college. Like, I hadn't even seen it before then. I'd heard about it, but my science fiction class, it was a sci-fi lit class, and part of one of our assignments we had to watch, there were 3 episodes of Doctor Who that were assigned to us that we had to watch, and with the 3 of the doctors. So God, why do I forget the one before David Tennant? What actor is that? I forget his name, and then as soon as somebody says it, I'm like, yes. Dimaj, hello. Rian, hey. I love the level of excitement people have about David Tennant, like, coming back as the Doctor. He's just such a good actor. And if you've, like, I watch, like, YouTube videos, like, interviews with him, just because I love, like, him talking about acting and about, like, everything. If you've ever seen, there's, like, a video of, like, his reaction, I don't remember what particular award he was getting, is just, like, phenomenal. Hello, Crash. Coffee can have different tastes, Jamaj. My husband's really into artisan coffee. And when I say artisan coffee, so this is the problem. I wish, like, there was some way for me to post things on my YouTube channel, like, prior to, because obviously you can't have a community tab until you hit 1,000K subs. But if I could take a picture and post, like, my husband's coffee bar, that we've essentially, I donated space on my beautiful dining cabinet. Basically every surface in my house has been taken over by someone that is not me. But he is really into making coffee. He gets, like, these really nice blends, or not blends, but, like, roasts, whatever. And I mean, he's over there with, like, you know, he has a notebook that he's, like, writing down, you know, the size that he's grinding the beans to. And, like, we got this really, I bought him this really, really nice coffee grinder years ago that was very expensive, but, like, the precision that he can control the grind size is insane. And so he's got this really nice grinder. He's got a siphon coffee pot, which sort of feels like he's doing like science experiments, because there's like an open, flame burner underneath. He uses an AeroPress. He uses a French press. There's like one other thing that like I can't even remember the name of. He has... there is no regular coffee pot. I have a Ninja coffee bar, which is like about this big, that you can make coffee in. That is our traditional coffee pot. He wanted to get rid of it, but if we did, I wouldn't know how to make... I wouldn't be able to make my own coffee. It's nuts. It's like such a hobby of his, and I love it because he's so into it. Hope the stream is going well. Yes, Crash, it is. I'm having a good day. I'm feeling a little bit better than I was. So damn, he's lucky. Yellow. I'm opposite. I get a corner in my kitchen for my laptop, and the wife gets everything else. Well, what happened was, and the hardest thing is, it doesn't matter most of the year, but like Halloween and Christmas are my holidays. I actually am so behind because I was sick this year. I haven't decorated mostly for Halloween. Those are my holidays, and really I need the space for like my decorations. So I've had to sacrifice some decorations or find other ways to decorate. But generally speaking, my husband and my child, I will give up any space for them so that their things are not cluttering everywhere else. And in most cases, like, they're not. We just are all cluttering every space in the house. Christopher Eccleston. Sorry, I'm like behind on chat. Yes, so for that class I had to watch like 3 episodes. So I watched 1 episode that was assigned with him, 1 with David Tennant, 1 with Matt Smith. The Matt Smith one was, of course, the Vincent episode. And so that was my introduction to Doctor Who, was like 3 specific episodes that the professor, who's this amazing person, had selected, and I was just like, I've got to binge all of this now. Crack Matrix, start a stream Discord channel. It's good for connecting with viewers. And that's the thing. I have a Discord. I have thought about like, because I obviously have friends and stuff that have been in there for a very long time. So it's not really organized to be a stream Discord. But I've thought about doing that. I'm just like, I'm hesitant about that, mostly because keeping a Discord like organized, moderating it and stuff does take some work. I already spent a lot of my time doing that elsewhere, so I don't know. I'm like iffy about it. Like, I've thought about it, but I'm not sure. When me and Lana come to see you guys meet, he can make me a fancy coffee. No, you don't understand. He absolutely will. Anytime anyone comes over, like, he gets out the coffee stuff. I'll have to do a show and tell on stream one time so he can like show off each of his coffee devices. Or I'll do a stream from like my phone. All right, I'm wandering around and letting the night arrive. So we've got this like huge field. Let's add the next one, because I do want to make sure that I get the fields down, because then I can kind of figure out like, what I want to like organize these fields. So that's a pretty big field. Leave some space in between. I don't want it to go too big, because I'm thinking the bigger fields will definitely be for like grains. Okay. This will be a smaller one. I can do like a vegetable here one season or something like that. Or I just end up using all of this stuff. Damaj, you were a mod for Ray, so I say he needs to mod your Discord too. I don't think he would have time for that. I mean, if I did that, I think what I would want to do is, like have it be like very, very simple, like, 3 channels or something like that, right? Like a general chat, like a pictures channel, something else. If I did that, I don't know. I gotta think about it, like figure out how I would do it. Rogue not sure I trust him with that power. No, he's totally done that stuff before. Like, if that's the thing, is that, like, if that's your focus, like, you're moderating channels and stuff, like, you focus on that or whatever, but, like, it's very different from, like, streaming. Like, I feel like that pulls your energy in two different directions if you were doing both. I don't know, I guess I'll have to think about it more. Like, so my Discord is called the Cattery. Because despite my love of potatoes and that being like a common topic of conversation, like the theme of like a lot of the stuff I'm into is cats, obviously. With my logo and everything. There's some like, I've played around with like some cat imagery and stuff too. I keep wrecking all of these. Rogue, yeah, you plow those fields. Plow them so good they can't walk straight. Oh, God. I will plow these fields, all right? Okay. So this is looking nicer, and like I do want to do the fencing and stuff on these fields too. I feel like I don't want to put more fencing blueprints down though until I take care of what I put down yesterday. Maybe that's what I'll do right now is I'm going to collect a bunch of sticks. Welcome. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people who stream like have member discords, and if I was ever to even get that many people following me or like subscribing, like I don't know if I would want a member discord because it's just so much work and there's like so much involved that like I don't know, like I don't know if that's something I'd be able to do. You will get that many people. I mean, like I'm trying. I'm gonna try. It's not the end of the world if I don't. I was thinking of creating some YouTube shorts, like when I do my stream makeup, especially the Halloween makeup. Rogue, you missed it yesterday. I did a poll while I was streaming. I don't think you were here. I did a poll that basically asked like people what I should wear for Halloween because I'll be streaming that day. And so the conclusion of that poll was basically something spooky. I think the main reason that people do it is that it's a benefit for members that do join. That's the thing, is that I was thinking in my head, like, are there other benefits though? Because there's a lot of like YouTube streamers that don't have a member Discord and they just have a public Discord. So I don't know. Like, I feel like that's far off into the future. Like Rogue Otter says, you will get that many people. Just keep doing what you're doing and they will come. She gave us the option of not deciding. So what do you think won? You know, Dimash, that is actually true because I had very specific options for the first two. One was a cat. The other was some kind of fairy, right? So that was at least a little specific. And then the other option was something spooky, and I'll surprise you with whatever it is. And everybody kind of went, not everybody, but most people went with that. I did pick what I think I'm going to do, though. I'm not going to tell anyone. I'm just going to show up on stream. But yeah, I was thinking of like doing like YouTube shorts of that, of the makeup. I don't know if that'll be cool. Crack Matrix, my channel is basic. I'm around daily and it's small enough to manage and promote. Yeah, like that's kind of the thing like I want for this. Like I'm doing this Mainly because currently I'm self-employed. I was a college professor for 7 years. I left to be a full-time freelancer. And you know, I work with clients and stuff that, you know, I have to kind of go out and find and things like that. And, you know, I want this to be something that is fun and allows me to, like, this is sort of like my creative outlet, I guess, or one of my creative outlets. And by the way, I'm just gathering as many sticks as I possibly can because I do want to build up the fences and they take a lot of sticks. But, like, I don't have the ambition of, like, being a full-time streamer ever, I don't think. It's something that I kind of like, I want it to be something that I can do in addition to the other work I do. So why did you decide to look so terrifying today? Oh my gosh. Love you really, don't hate me. If you don't mind, what business you in? So I used to be I was a college instructor, and I would teach academic writing to first-year students. I taught business and technical writing. So often it was sort of like business and like industry writing practices and stuff, business communications, technical writing. So being able to write documentation or instructional materials or you know, kind of reference guides, things like that. I also taught creative writing. And then I taught specifically fantasy writing. My background, my graduate school background is in writing fantasy, writing fiction, but I specialized in studying fantasy literature and all of that. And so I taught all different kinds of writing. I even taught some like tech related stuff. And so then when I left, something I had been doing alongside of that for years was freelance writing. So I write for different clients. I do different kinds of writing. And that's what I'm currently doing. I also do like web production stuff. So like front end web stuff, like formatting stuff for web publications, handling like digital newsletters and things like that. Crash, have you wrote your own book or started? So I have a book that's written. The manuscript I've sort of like put in the metaphorical drawer, because I wrote it during a time when my writing was, I was in grad school, my writing was evolving, and what sort of happened with it is that I think at the end of it I realized that there was inconsistency from the beginning to the end of the book. In my writing style, because my writing had grown while I was writing it. And so it really required a rewrite, which isn't uncommon with writers, especially fiction writers who, you know, they write a draft and they literally start over and basically rewrite the same story, but kind of, you know, improving upon it. Ooh, I'm getting a bunch of stuttering. That was weird. And so I wanted to kind of go back, either rewrite and edit it, and I never really did. So it's something that's still sort of sitting around. But I also sort of set aside writing creatively for a long time. Not that I don't still love doing it and that it's not still an ambition of mine to publish my work, but a lot of what my career path did was take me in a different direction. So I published academic research in game studies. So I was doing a lot of like that kind of writing instead of creative stuff. But yeah, that was my resume, my background. You know, I do miss teaching, certainly, but I actually really enjoy writing and the work that I'm doing. Rogado, did you have that other interview yet? No, I have not. I am waiting to hear back. The person connecting freelancers with the client that I told you about is going to get back to me. I think they want to just kind of pass things off to the client first, see if I'm a good fit for it. And yeah, we'll see. We're in the company of a famous scholar. Definitely not a famous scholar. Surprisingly, a lot of like academic publications, they take a long time through the process. You could even be someone who's a fast writer, but the publication process itself was so long. Like, I think I had a chapter in a book. I proposed the chapter. When it got accepted, I had about 8 months to send in like the full draft. Then after that, it actually got extended because it was my first time. I was not gonna miss the deadline, anything like that. But apparently, it's very common for people to miss deadlines. So the other contributors needed a bit more time. But then after that, I went through 3 different revisions with the editor. That took another 6-7 months. It was probably a period of 3 years before that ever got published. And that's actually, I guess, pretty common, regardless of your field. Like, it was like 3 years before I got to like sit there and like hold the book that has my chapter in it. I could never be a teacher. Don't have the patience, and the kids these days. Oh boy. I will say, growing up, I was in high school. I wanted to be a high school teacher. And then I got to college and I decided I was going to teach at the university level. And I have so much like respect and empathy and like admiration for teachers who teach younger, like students, like children. I was teaching 18-year-olds, kids who were either fresh out of high school. And I actually taught a lot of students who were significantly older than me, who were going back to school. It was a pretty wide range, but like, there's so much that you don't have to do when you're teaching older students. Because like when you're teaching younger students, like they're like learning how to be people. Some of my students were learning how to be people too still. Me too, Crash. My partner is a teacher and oof, rather stick to being a police officer. It is hard. It's hard teaching. The teaching part of teaching, though, is actually a very small part, right? Like, a big reason I left teaching was because, class sizes were growing, and this wasn't just for my institution that I worked at. Class sizes are getting bigger, generally, at a lot of colleges. And especially when you teach writing, a bigger class size doesn't just mean, feeding a bunch more sheets through a machine to grade tests. It means, there was no tests in the stuff that I was teaching. I was working one-on-one with students. I was, sitting with students regularly, working them through, like, teaching them how to edit and stuff like that. Grading, or just even evaluating stuff when you have a huge class, it just doesn't work anymore. And so it just wasn't feasible anymore for me. I'll go back to teaching someday. I needed time to just work as a writer. I was thinking about getting into growing up and up to 3 years ago, but too much politics and opinions. I've done some prep tests in my region, but because of family stuff, decided to bail. I have a job I really like and it pays well. That's ultimately what it is. That was something I was always pretty big supporter of, is like, it does not matter what you do. Some people go to college, some people go to trade schools, some people don't do either. They go straight to work, all of that stuff. I had some students who would, like, college just wasn't something that they were interested in that moment. And they had other things they wanted to do. Their parents were kind of pressuring them. You got to kind of do what really feels right for you, because if you're not excited about something, or it doesn't maybe like fit your personal plans for yourself, it makes it a lot harder. Like, you you can't push yourself through something that you either don't want to do or just isn't right for you in that moment. And like for me, I think I thought that I really just like I needed to stick with teaching. It was really hard for me to like decide to move on from that for a while. But like my personal goals changed for myself, and I think it was the best decision I could have made. I went to college, didn't go well, bad time. I mean, I think that's the case for a lot of people. I mean, there was a lot. I honestly, if I went back to college, if I went to college now instead of when I did, I would have gotten so much more out of it. And I think I got a lot out of college, but it like, I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I would actually be able to like focus on it so much better because I have a better sense of what I want to do in my life. Yeah, I think I would go back to teaching. Damn it. Did I starve? Ugh. How long ago was this? Oh, this like literally the autosave just happened. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to get whatever killed me fast enough. That was really disappointing. This is the second time that this has happened. I don't actually encounter this when I'm not streaming. I think it's because like I want to talk to chat, I want to do all these things, and I just don't have the capacity in my brain to pay attention to all of those things sometimes. Rogator, I'm part of the local police team, so responding to emergency calls, looking to transfer to a different force soon, and then I'll go into a specialist unit. I do have a lot of specialist training, though. Special firearms officer as a kid. I wanted to get into emergency response. That was actually when I was in Rogue. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but when I was in preschool, so I was like, you know, we're talking 4 or 5, you know, at that age, like, and stuff. If a child is even in school, like, you know, the most they say, like, they'll ask questions like, what do you want to be when you grow up, right? Oh, no! All right, so this is going to take me back like 10 minutes worth of work, but that's okay. That's sad. But I, when I was that young, when they would like ask us things like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like I would say police officer. That was the thing. But I feel like that's a lot of kids at that age, like they say things like firefighter and police officer. And I don't know. Things like that. I went through a wide variety of things though. Like when I was about 12, from then on, I wanted to teach writing because I had a teacher assigned us this assignment where we had to like use synonyms for different words. And I was like, holy shit, you can just use a different word that means the like mostly the same thing and it sounds cooler. And I don't know, I just like really liked it. And that's what like sparked that. But then I wanted to be like an architect for a while because my uncle was a builder. And so I loved watching him. All right, I'm trying to figure out where we went wrong. It had to be like water or food. I loved watching him though, like draft, like work on like house plans and stuff. I wanted to be an architect for a while. Then I just wanted to just like write professionally, but Writing books is not a lucrative job. Like, people always think of authors like Stephen King and J.K. Rowling, but they represent, like, 1% of like the highest earning 1% of authors. And no matter how good an author is, a lot of the like really famous authors, it's a combination of a good product and really good marketing and a little bit of luck, right? That it just kind of comes out at the right time, it catches the right audience. So I had to set that aside and realize, like, okay, I need to, I don't want to be a starving artist here. Like, I need to do something else to support myself. All right, let's eat some food. Firearms officers are great, and I know a lot of them, but they get caught up in so much politics, which we won't get into here. Yeah, very good. Unless you're doing it, just not in me. Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff like that that I definitely think of like I could never do. Yeah, I think when I was in preschool, I wanted to be a police officer because I liked the uniform. It looked cool. That was about it. I was like, the fashion? Absolutely. So disappointed in myself for dying. As a kid, I wanted to be a police officer, paramedic, firefighter, or the military. I ended up doing none of them. That's kind of why I'm really big on like, even like, I mean, I taught students who were straight out of high school, and like, I was just really, like, it just got me into this mindset of like, I firmly believe that, sometimes kids need more time to figure out what they're gonna aim for. And I think it's also important for people to like, realize that, you don't have to stick with something forever. And like, I had this guy who was my photography professor in college. Now, he was a photographer. He like shot photos for National Geographic. He traveled all over the world to take photos. And he went to college studying English literature, just like I did. And like, photography was never in his plan. Sometimes, like, it takes a while to just figure out what you want to do, and that's okay. Like, I think it's called, like, the sunk cost fallacy or something, because that was what really got me. Like, I've spent all this time training to be a college educator. Like, all this time and effort and the career I was building, and, like, just how could I possibly just, like, quit and do something different? Like, people think that if they spend so much time on something, it's a waste if they stop at a certain point. But I think that it's better to think of it like all of those things that you did training for that other job, those are still going to translate in some way to like the work you do next. And they're all the things that brought you to that decision, I guess. I used to work on the railway. I was an electrical signaling engineer. Crash. Funny thing is, I grew up watching trains go behind my house, and now I'm working in the railway industry. I've never seen that coming. Been in the industry since 18. Yeah, it's like crazy how that stuff happens. I love that too. I used to see students like that came in to study like something like computer science, and like ended up like working in like, I don't know, fashion or something, and like doing something completely different. My husband himself, like we met in college. He went to school to study music theory, and he had like played in a band at one point, and it was just a small like local band that they played at some like church events and things like that. And then he just switched to computer science because he realized he'd always been really interested in computers and experimenting with them, and was just like, oh, yeah, why don't I just switch to computer science? Because he wasn't enjoying studying music. And that's the direction his career took. Intermodal, so I see everything in the supply chain, and the stupidest thing of all is the same rail line I used to watch blocks me almost every day going to work. That's great. But anyway, enough about career stuff from me. You guys keep talking, but I've conveniently sort of scheduled these streams like around when I know I have to work and get the most work done. But it's also actually really helpful because I actually got a lot of work done this morning. I told myself I can't stream unless I get work done. So I wouldn't be with all of you guys chatting. And that made me sad. The thought of that made me sad. I don't know. What do you guys think about if I did, and again, this is like, if I ever someday got to 1,000 subs, this is completely irrelevant of that, but if I just did like just a public Discord, like, you know, not down the line having a members Discord, but like having just a Discord, like you guys were suggesting, like a couple channels. Plus then, like, I could share stuff that I've done on stream, or like my off-stream builds. You guys could share stuff, pictures, whatever. I don't know. That's a good idea. Yeah, I gotta think about it. I think how I would do that. Or maybe I'll just take my current Discord and almost like section off this space that like my kind of longtime friends have to chat and stuff, and then like use roles to kind of keep that separate, because I want them to still have that space, you know, because they're a bunch of people that know each other. And then have a couple channels or something. Because then too, like, if I ever stream something that's like multiplayer, I could, you know, take suggestions from you guys, like what you'd be interested in seeing or whatever. I would, at least a basic one. Whatever you choose, we'll be here for it. Roles are important. Yeah, roles are very important. Like, I've done so much like in like Discord adminning and like creating servers and doing stuff in servers that like that part is all fine with me. My biggest thing is that like I always worry about people coming in and being dicks, and then I have to like deal with that, you know? I welcome people to squat up and join in. Yeah, that's the thing, is that like it would make it easier, because I can't communicate with people who do like to jump in and watch the streams and come here and chat in any other way, because YouTube won't allow that until I have more people subscribed. I'm just gonna make Rogue Otter the sole moderator. And then he can, like... I'll just let him deal with the shit that potentially could come my way. And I really hope he's still here, otherwise I'm, like, volunteering him for... Oh, there, yeah, you're still here, you're still here. All right, so let me eat some food. I think I had some food on me still, just to keep myself good so I don't die again like that. I realized I filled up all that water and I didn't put it back so that my people can actually drink it. Yeah, I get that. It's one thing I always see on Discord. Some people are jerks, and I'm using that word to be polite. And if you do go the Discord route, don't ever care to ban douchebags. Yeah, like, that's the thing. And it's different, though, like, right? Because, like, I'm an admin in Raykit's Discord. And so, like, but it's different because it's somebody else's Discord. So, like, you know, everything I feel like any decision I've ever had to make, like, I try to take super seriously because I'm like, you know, this isn't my Discord. Like, you know, I'm being relied on to like be able to like be a good moderator. So like I gotta do things, you know, right. And I always like worry about that. With my own, I can also see like myself like being like, I don't want to deal with this or whatever. Because when I have pressure, like other people are counting on me, I do a way better job at whatever it is I'm doing. When it's myself, sometimes I'm not like the most organized or like I don't make the best decisions. I feel like some people could probably relate to that. Crackmate, just you're more than welcome to promote through my gaming community and all that stuff. I really appreciate that. That's another thing too, is I always feel like I don't love sharing my videos like in other people's Discords because like I feel weird about it. Even if people are like, yeah, go ahead. Like I feel weird. I don't want to like ever people to feel like I'm taking advantage of their platform to like get viewers. Like I know that's almost backwards, especially if it's like a friend saying something like, yeah, you can promote through there. Now that's what we have, a promo section. All right, well that's awesome. I get you. I'm always better at my job knowing that people are counting on me to help. Yeah, no, that's totally a thing. That was something like I go to a therapist because I have like ADHD and all this other stuff. And something that one of the first things when I started seeing her years ago, because I've been going to the same therapist for years. She's amazing. Literally one of the first things we talked about, she was like, well, what motivates you? And discovered like I couldn't name anything really about myself. Like I don't motivate me. Deadlines imposed by other people motivate me. You know, the only thing that motivates me to clean the house is like, oh, I want to make sure that like the home is like nice and cozy and like happy for my kid. Like that's what motivates me. I have a hard time motivating myself with anything. I like being relied on, I think, or not like it, but that's what works for me. Yeah, most people have a channel in their Discord where you can post streams and vids, which is cool. It helps the community if someone is looking for new content to look into. That is true. Yeah, that is true. I even liked like when I first streamed Stray when that came out. They gave me a streamer role in that Discord, which was cool because I was literally just like I had just started making videos again. But they still gave that to me, and so I was able to get some like views from that, and that was really cool. It's a gamer quid pro quo, Clarence. I should probably close my window soon because I think the cold air is getting to my my cough is flaring up again. All right. Yeah, I think that was, I was watching Dusthound's stream once and he was talking about that, how like, you know, people having like, you know, promo sections in their Discords and stuff kind of like helps with, I think he called it cross-pollination, but cross-pollination of like channels basically, right? Like kind of sharing within each other's communities and stuff like that. It was a funny moment, Rogue. Hybrid streamers, I mean plants. Do I need... Can't remember. Do I need a log for that? I have a log. Okay, I just need more sticks. Don't I have... somebody reminded me of this yesterday, that I have, like, sticks stored here. I think I do. And I always forget that. I have 99 sticks. Yeah, I'm good. Craft our hammer again. Hybrid streamers. I stream on both YouTube and Twitch. I don't even know if that's what you would call that. I feel like this is looking really nice with the wattle fences all on this side. And I know I'm spending a lot of time on this. I want to get this kind of finished because then I'll feel a little bit better about putting down the blueprints for the fence around the fields. I'll at least start the fence because I don't want to like, I'm not gonna like tell myself like, yeah, this is exactly where the fields end on the far side, like over there. It's great with the promos because I started watching Ray years ago. Then from there, I've started watching other streamers. Funny thing, one of the recommended streams lives really, really close to me. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I mean, and to be fair, like, I actually never subscribed to YouTube channels before Ray. I would be on YouTube all the time, but I never actually subscribed. Which is the weirdest thing, right? Like, why wouldn't you subscribe so you could see the same content? But I think I spent less time on YouTube. I would watch Twitch a lot, and I also did some streams on Twitch for a while. But then once I, like, subscribed to Ray, I started kind of seeing these, like, other streamers that he knew or, like, were in his community. And, like, now there's all these people that I follow that I can watch their videos, so I totally get that. Gotta make sure your village has aesthetics. Don't apologize for the fencing. I know. See, like, that's the thing is, like, we want it to look nice. Lastly, will you be adding a palisade around your village? So, okay, that's a tricky question, right? Because yes, eventually I will. But I don't know how big my village is gonna be. So I don't want to, like, do a palisade and then realize, like, oh no, I'm gonna actually expand my village in that direction. Because you can build palisades eventually. I have to unlock that recipe or whatever. I'm just gonna like get the sticks from these like things that I can get multiple sticks from. Be quicker. Yeah, I do want to eventually add palisades. For safety reasons. Even though, again, doesn't seem like there's any tangible threat. It would be cool if, like, your settlement gets big enough. No, there's some, like, stuttering happening. Let me take a second to... Let me take a second just to make sure I don't have anything running in the background that's, like, eating up CPU, because my CPU is always maxed out anyway. All right, that can close. Okay. This should be a bit better. I think. I know there's a bunch of like screen flashes. Sorry, guys. I've always heard Twitch takes too much from their streamers and YouTube is a better platform because you have more than one avenue to make content. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I never made it to Twitch partner. I didn't stream consistently then. I was always just, it was like random and I didn't know what I was doing. And I really didn't have any kind of like reason for streaming. I was just kind of like doing it, and it was like not well organized. So I didn't keep it up. So I never came close to Twitch partner, and I didn't really know anyone personally. Like I had friends who streamed, but they also, I don't think, got Twitch partner either. So I have no idea personally about the monetization, but that's all I hear is like that Twitch takes a lot of money. I do notice though, there's a lot of like streamers now that will stream on Twitch, but they do post those streams or like post like clips from those streams to YouTube, which like I think that sounds like that's a decent idea, right? Like for people who do really want to stream on Twitch. By the way, guys, if you notice the quality of the game like getting really weird, or you're getting like stuttering too much on your end while you're watching, let me know. Sometimes this game is fine, and other times I like, if I'm playing off stream, there have been times where I've like had it crash a bunch. Twitch also bans you from streaming on other platforms once you become an affiliate. Oh yeah, like the whole affiliate thing, because that's like their biggest streamers, and they basically like expect you to be exclusive with them. But that is for streaming, so like that doesn't count for posting like clips on YouTube, because like there are some streamers that I watch that are affiliates, but they do post on YouTube, but I think it's like it's streaming only, so like they have to exclusively stream on Twitch. But you know, Twitch also isn't a video platform. They're a streaming platform, so nobody can post videos on Twitch and just like leave them there. I know both platforms have their share of toxic people, but I find YouTube has less of it. Yeah, it feels like that, which is interesting if you think about it, because YouTube is also like, because it's Google, like not everybody has a Google account, but so many people have Google accounts, therefore they have a YouTube account. And, you know, you would think you would see like more people on YouTube and therefore maybe more toxicity, but I don't know. Maybe it's just like the Twitch stream culture thing. It's just too toxic. But to be fair, like, I mean, I have had one negative comment on YouTube so far, and I realized that that's not saying much. The bar is pretty low because I haven't been doing this for very long. But like when I was streaming on Twitch a little bit, like I was almost like every other day getting some sort of negative comment. Okay, so the wattle fencing is all done. It is daytime. It looks like my farmer finished grubbing up the fields. And now I set this road so that I could have like animals in this area, right? So eventually I'm going to put I want to get a hen house, and I'll put that over here. And then maybe down here I can do like one of the bigger animals. I do want to add more of a road though. YouTube is more diverse, or Twitch is mainly gamers, and we all know gamers are toxic as fuck. My wife is a hardcore gamer, and the stories I've heard is pretty bad. Yeah, gamers do get really toxic. Like, and it's like, especially when I used to play like competitive games, like it was just like expecting it at a certain point because it was always a problem. I don't know if I want to put the road all the way to here, or just want to like... I'm kind of doing this purposely uneven so that it doesn't look too rigid. Okay, got that road. And I don't think I'm going to do roads in between the fields. I'm just going to have the fences separate them with some gates. Let's... I'm gonna, on this like middle area, that's where I'm gonna have a gate. That's not at all what I wanted to do. I had that like way too far out. There we go. Do more fencing. We're gonna make this look really nice, and especially when the season changes, I think it's gonna look awesome. Right. That one's done. And I guess I'll do the orchard gate on the same, in the same spot, like, or on the same, like, area. Oh no, am I not able to... I think this road is actually, like, interacting enough that it's going to prevent me from building that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm just going to destroy the road. I will rerun it, but I need it to be more central because it's not centered well. It's, like, really off to, like, one side. I like how that plant just sort of reappears. I want to do this so that I can do the gate in both places. So if that's like that, let's see if we can actually... I mean, if this is too narrow, I may not be able to actually do it. Maybe we do it a little bit at a time. Am I, like, missing this by a lot? No, it goes right to there. Yeah, that's why I can't. It just looks weird. I think that's the problem that I'm running into. Alright. Gate is here, so let's make this about the same. Little gates. I think this one might need to be a little bit more... don't know, maybe not. just the way I was standing. I don't know if I should have this fence down here, but it feels like I should. Like, I was thinking of leaving it open so it kind of like you could walk right into the orchard, but how about that? I also don't like how you can't join corner to corner. So like if I, in an ideal situation, oh, I'm gonna die again. Oh my god. I really need the next season to come because it'll heal me. Let's get in here, get some food really quick. I feel like I'm doing good on food too. Like, we have a lot of carrots, we have a lot of meat. There's a bunch of not dried meat. Well, it seems like all of my people are doing well with food. I also have a skill that I can put points in. Let's see. All right, farming knowledge. Whistling summons your mount. So I don't have a mount yet. I also, when I get a mount though, I want to be able to do these things. So I don't know what I should do with that, if I should do that yet. Less stamina consumption during farming activities. That would be useful. But this is the experience gain. Chance to harvest additional crops. I'm gonna do this one. Because that would be nice to not have to deal with that. The stamina drain as much. So I can build this other research storage. I have all these unlocked as well. That's good to know. Let me actually do a quick save. And I'm doing that because my health is so low. What I really wish is I could build the builder's hut, because the builder's hut would allow me to basically assign a builder to like building certain things that I have, I think, blueprints down for. And make life a lot easier. Like, it's not entirely automatic. Like, I think you do have to like assign the buildings that you want them to build, or like the repairs you want them to make or something. I'm pretty sure. If you can even have them do the full building themselves, I don't really know. Another hammer. What I am going to do though is I am going to take a very, very quick break just to go get another drink and maybe put some hot water on so I can make myself some tea, because I am getting kind of cold. I will be back in a minute. Please hold. BRB. Okay, I'm back. I totally forgot to like turn the hot water on, but I did get myself some apple cider, so I'm good. All right. I'm wondering if what we should do is get some more seedlings to plant. So these are all plum trees. I think what I want to do is I want to get one more plum tree seedling, and then I think this is like what, another row, like 3 other rows. I can actually check on the management screen. See you in a bit. Hello, I'm back. I've returned. The orchard, yeah. So it's it's okay. It's only 3 rows. So I want one more plum tree seedling, and then I want to pick some others. What do I have in inventory? I have almost 2,000 coins. Let's go for a quick, bath in the river. Because I am dirty. Again, as I've said before, that should 100% make me freeze. But it doesn't. So let's go buy some seedlings with the money that we have and get those planted, because I think then we should see, like, if I get them planted before the season, I'll see more growth when it changes seasons. I still don't 100% understand fully like how that works. If it's like for trees, the growth stage changes from one season to the next or something like that, like the fruit trees. So hey babe. I was gonna mute myself, but I totally forgot to mute myself. Sorry about that. Is there no water in it? Oh, okay. I just need it turned on. Get myself some tea. I will actually get up and make my own tea. Thank you. Man, look at all these people sick. Like, we saw my wife, like, just sneezing before, and now this guy's sick. I think that's just, like, a standard, like, NPC animation, maybe?
It's nice to meet you. Farewell.
Alright, let's talk to Edwin.
How are you? Best goods in the valley.
Alright, so let's see first. Let's get a plum tree seedling. Just need 1. And then I have 2 more rows, and if I recall, let me remind myself of how many are in each row before I purchase what I don't need. So there's 4 per row. Okay.
Soon.
So for all the others, I can
Hello there. Whatever you
buy
need.
4 of
I've got
them. I feel like I want to do pear trees too. Let's do 4. That's a lot. Right? That costs a lot. So those are 280 each. I wonder if all of them are like that. Okay, so some of them are cheaper. It looks like so far, like, the cherry tree seedling is the cheapest. All right, let's get 4 of the cherry trees. 140, and then I I can only get 3 right now unless I sell some stuff that I have on me. 3. Let's sell some leather. It's not going to be much. I don't need that. I'm gonna sell this because I don't really need that either. I could sell the dry meat. Sell all that meat. I have a coffer knife back at the in my resource storage, so I can sell that too. It's still not quite at what I need for this last pear tree. 280. Like, I could get there with the iron axe, but I really don't want to sell that. So you know what? I will just
See you soon.
forget it. We will get that 3rd tree. It's just gonna grow at a different rate, or I could always just like run, get some stuff to sell, and then come back. I'm basically gonna have one other full day in winter, so I could actually do that and like probably bring back stuff to sell and then buy it. I just don't want to. I would like to get the most out of that orchard as soon as possible. Let's just plant these right away then. Do the plum tree first because that's going to be up here. And then pear trees next. Let's do the cherry tree seedling. The apologies. The weird thing with like the orchard is it's hard to tell where the actual squares start and end. So I don't want to accidentally like plant things in the wrong spot because that could have gone bad. I feel like the orchard's gonna look so... Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry guys, my cough is just starting up again. All right, so I think the orchard is gonna look really adorable. I'll just start adding to it again. You know what's gonna bother me though? This is gonna bother me. This little gap here. I'll probably find some sort of decoration to like put here to block it. This is like the best apple cider I've had in a long time. It's like so fresh. What a lot of people don't always know about Connecticut, if you live in the United States and you don't live in Connecticut, a lot of people have like this perception like Connecticut is close to New York, so they also often think of like the wealthiest parts of Connecticut when they think of Connecticut. We actually have a lot of farmland, and the farmland that we have is like you'll have all of these like small family farms, you'll have some bigger farms, and even if a place doesn't produce certain things, like they will sell stuff from other farms, which is really cool. And this one local farm, my family went to get pumpkins for Halloween, and they were selling fresh apple cider from another farm that makes it, which was really cool. I don't know how many sticks would be in here. Yeah, we don't have much. What I did again, though, is I didn't buy animal feed, even though I totally said before I was going to the next time I went. But what we'll do is we'll come back with stuff to sell. And we'll get that last tree sapling in the morning when it's daylight, along with that all. Wow. We'll get that along with the animal feed. I feel like I'm excited about how nice my village is, I guess. How it's coming out. Keep forgetting to pull out a two-handed thing and just quickly skip the animation. I feel like doing that though is like causing, yeah, like it's causing some hesitation, which is odd. Yeah, like I'm getting this weird delay with a lot of the actions that would involve collecting resources. Like the resources are taking a while to disappear, which is really bizarre. I think it was Damage yesterday that was like kept saying stuff about my deforestation, and I feel like I haven't cut down as many trees today. Like I'm doing a lot more work with sticks. I'm just cleaning up the forest at this point. I just really want to have this orchard done by spring, the fence around it, so that it looks really nice. And then I could take some cool screenshots, because that's one thing I haven't done yet, is take any pictures of what I've built so far. I can almost see myself like eventually having these fields be, you know, maybe some vegetables or whatever, focusing on that in these fields, and then just having an enormous field like up the hill that is all like some kind of grain. I don't think there's a lot though, like in each season there's not a ton that you can plant. Spring there's a lot more, and then the other seasons it's limited. Although I think I say this and I think that there's actually, I can plant carrots in winter, and I really should be, but I haven't fertilized the whole field, right? Like this requires fertilizer, and I don't think I actually have fertilizer right now. Go to the resource storage. Oh no, I do have a bunch of fertilizer, so I could go there. Actually, you know what I think I'll do is I'm gonna, let's say, the bigger field. What do I have as far as carrot seed? Because I think I have a decent number of carrots. I have 59 carrot seed. So what I can do, again, I don't have to do all this myself, and I forget that sometimes. I could change the plant type. I could make this carrot. Click and drag. And accept. And so it's showing 121 because that's how many spaces there are. I only had like 59 carrot seeds. But if I look in food storage, I have 102 carrots. So let me go check out. I'll finish this fence after. Let me quickly check out in the barn like what it takes for me to craft. I know I could look elsewhere. I think it's threshing floor? No. I thought I could craft seeds somewhere. This is just for grains. Maybe I can't do that, and it's just from when you harvest. You could do that with poppy seeds. Okay. I'm curious if that's the only way that you can do that. Like if I can craft seeds for different stuff. Like I feel like it would say that when I look at that in my inventory though. All right, let's look at food storage. Carrots. Yeah, I guess you can't really craft seeds from like the carrots. You just have to like when they get harvested, that's how you get seeds. That's okay, so that's not terrible. So I'll fill a decent amount of the field, and then the rest of the field maybe actually if I'm smart, what I can do is I don't want to have part of the fields filled and the other part not. So let me go back actually over to field 2. I'm going to clear this whole thing. I think, did one of my workers come out here already and like start prepping the field? Maybe not. So what I'll do is I'm gonna add the field 3, and we will add the carrots here. Johnny Johansson, evening. Hello. You're having a good day. Thank you for stopping in. So yeah, this will be better because at least for this field, it's 50. So that's going to be this field back here. It'll be full with carrots tomorrow because I think in the single day, like the farmers will be fine. I do want to look at my barn though, because if I go to the barn, I have 3 farmers and 1 barn worker. I think that's pretty good. One of those farmers is my wife, so when she has the baby and is taking care of it, I at least have other farmers. It won't affect me that dramatically. Yeah, fairly okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, so let's see. Currently, they have no resources to make any of the fertilizer. Not enough rot. I guess we probably don't have much manure either building up. If I go into resource storage and look for manure, I'm at 29 though. How much does it take? I mean, maybe it's just saying that because... Did I set that? Let's go back here to the barn and check out. I have it set at 35%. Let's actually make this 50. There's way less rot, so that's not going to be happening as much anyway. That way we can get a little bit more for the fertilizer. That's a lot, I feel like, for 1 pig. Like that does actually use up a lot of manure, or that generates a lot of manure, which is good, right? Then we'll have plenty of fertilizer for all of these fields. And I think at the rate my village is growing, it's not going to be like necessary to have this much food yet. It will be eventually, and in the meantime, I can just sell the leftovers, you know, buy new seeds, whatever I need to do. Really what I want to do is do a lot of the selling so that I can unlock a lot of the technology like schemes that, you know, are basically recipes. Like I want to be able to do that. Okay, out of sticks. All right, it is late. We're gonna sleep. And what did I just hear? I feel like I just heard something in-game, potentially. But maybe not. I could technically sleep next season now if I wanted, but I don't want to do that. In a couple minutes, I need to go and make my tea. For a reason you're like standing out here staring at me, dude? You're like looking at my house, like... does that happen if you like run into them? Oh yeah, they kind of like turn around. That's a little weird. It's just kind of creepy that like everybody's like standing outdoors looking around. I feel like it's because they haven't quite started work yet for the day. But it's a little disturbing. All right, let's go find some more sticks. We'll try to finish up the orchard fencing. And then we'll grab some food and things that like we can part with. And we'll go sell them and get that last tree sapling or seedling. Ooh, I leveled up survival. Okay, let's add the skill point. Okay, so that's 1 skill point. I've already done this so I can see things in inspector mode. Slower loss of food and water would be useful because I keep, you know, I keep basically dying. Because I'm not paying attention to the game and I'm paying attention to chat. So that might be useful. Johnny Johansson, been a while since I played this, but really love this game. If it's been a really long time, you should definitely pick it back up again because, I mean, since it moved out of early access, I know there were definitely some changes depending on when you last played. But yeah, no, this is a great game. And it gets super addicting. Like, I'm even finding myself playing it off stream. I have a different save file, but just because I constantly want to play. Although last night I played some Planet Coaster a bit. It was a pretty good like palate cleanser for, I think, Medieval Dynasty. Like I was doing a lot of this, and then did some creative stuff. Yeah, seen updates but not gotten into it. Yeah, it is. It's really cool. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Let's reduce stamina during movement. I feel like that's probably a good thing. I'm always running everywhere. Until I get a mount, I'm gonna be needing some efficient stamina drain, so. We are just like powering through a bunch of stuff. So I just unlocked the house, which is awesome. So the house is obviously, there's the simple small house, and then there is the simple house, which is what I've been using primarily. The house is bigger in that instead of being sort of this like thin rectangle building, it's a big square, and it's definitely more spacious. We'll leave a lot more room for decorations when I start actually decorating the inside of houses. Let me get some water because I'm noticing that it's low. Look at that. All my farmers are going out and doing what they're supposed to be doing. Now, I know at the beginning of this season, I built up a lot of the tools and resources that I know my villagers need for their professions, including hoes. But I do want to check in on that just to make sure they haven't run out quite yet. All right, so the orchard thing is done. I don't need to take out my hoe right now. Let's go in here now and see, like, what can we bring with us to... What can we bring with us to sell, if anything? I feel like there's actually, like, not a ton of different things, but we do have a lot of carrots. We have a bunch of dried meat. We have a lot of raw meat, too. I feel like I might need to... I feel like I want to adjust the hunter slightly. I also need another hunter. Oh, this person doesn't have a tool. Well, that's not good. Go down here, we can actually see the house and all the schemes in here. But yeah, that'll be cool to build. And I think, you know, I'll want to build one of those houses for my family. So I don't have a ton of stuff in there, and I don't really want to deplete my food stocks by accident by, you know, assuming that I'm good to go, because I have grains planted, but I'm not making flour yet. I'm not making things that are made with flour. Okay, so I actually I have to craft a stone knife. couple stone knives for the hunter. I should consider that next. I do want to have another hunter. And statement, work. But I do like the slow-paced grind and planning of this game. Yeah, I mean, it's very, it can be very chill, very relaxing. I definitely enjoy that part of the game as well. I think that's like one of the things that can be challenging to get used to with this game is that like you don't have to power forward and here, let me put these stone knives away. You don't have to power forward and, you know, finish all of the quests all at once. You have so much time. Let's see, let's, you know, for now, let's sell, if I want to decorate later, I will. Let's sell the Wizened Skull. Let's see what else we got here that we can sell. Simple bags actually sell for 50. I'm not going to be using the recurve bow because I have the longbow, and I think I can sell that. Fabric sells for 60. I kind of want to hang on to that though. Got plenty of limestone, but I'm going to hang on to that for insulation. I technically don't need the fishing spear yet, but I don't want to sell it. Buckets I could sell for a decent amount. I could sell the bronze axe. I might actually sell that bronze axe because I have my own iron axe. Let's sell the bronze axe. Let's sell... leave one bow in here. So what do we need to get? We need to get one more pear tree sapling. And I can plant it. They're all working on the field over there. Hopefully by the time I get back, they've actually started planting the carrots. I'm gonna run one-handed. I feel like it's actually gotten really bright in here. The rain has sort of stopped, but the clouds are brightening up a bit. And it's definitely throwing off some of my lighting. Into a tree. That does darken everything, but I think it looks a little better. I also don't think I showed this off last stream, but I got the coolest candle that, so it's basically like a candle that you light it, but the bottom half is like LED color changing. And the color changing stuff actually like turns on. So there's like the wick and then there's, oh, sorry if that made an awful sound. There's the wick and then there is like a secondary wick that I guess it's like heat detection or something. And or I don't know, maybe it works in some other way. But it triggers the color changing light that's in the bottom of the candle glass to turn on, which makes it look really cool. Hey Eddie, how are you doing? The cough was better. I think it has gotten a bit worse because I'm talking a bunch, which I probably shouldn't be doing. I realize I probably could help myself by not streaming and just sitting quietly and working, but oh well, I might have to do that if it continues to stay bad. See, like, I'm not the only one with a cough. Also, what is going on here? He's got, like, stuff sticking out of him. Oh, that's Alwyn. Right. Can't talk to him yet, though. Right. The vendor, though, that I was going to talk to, Adelina.
My wares never disappoint.
Sell the bronze axe. Recurve bow. Wizened skull. Yeah, that should be good. I'm good. Tired but good. Well, I hope you're doing well. All right, 489. Let's go talk to Edwin because he sells the
Hello there.
sells the sack.
Whatever you need.
I'm just kind of
I've got
casually avoiding his quest too. All right, the pear tree seedling. Accept that. The other thing I want to think about buying, because I keep forgetting, is animal feed. Just buy as much as I can. Just want to make sure
Goodbye.
I keep doing that. Is the audio like cutting out for everyone else, or is it just for me? Like, are you hearing the audio like get really choppy in this game? I'm trying to figure out if I'm having like weird headset issues or if it's just the game. Because there's like one other game that I play called Eco. And this happens in Eco, but it's because of some other issues. Like, this starts happening with the audio, and like there's like game stuttering and stuff because there's like a memory leak issue in Eco. But unless Medieval Dynasty also has that problem, I feel like this is probably something with my PC. The name Eco rings a bell. Yeah, Eco is cool. So it's like Eco Global Survival, I think is the full name. And it's basically the premise is that a meteor is plummeting towards the planet, and you basically have to build up a like kind of civilization society advanced enough to build these lasers that will shoot the meteor down before it hits Earth. And but you also have to try not to destroy the planet in the process, because then you won't be able to get resources that you need to do that, because things like animals will die, plants will die. It's a good it's a really fun game. The graphics are very like simple. I need to put anything here? No. Graphics are really simple, but it's a really fun game. Servers, you know, will have mods, or they'll sort of have custom settings. It really relies on like real time. So like the meteor will have a set time when it's going to actually crash into the planet. And there's also an entire like complex government system. Like everything is based on like there's voting and there's like roles and elections and stuff that you can create. Everything is very logic based. So like if then statements, and you know, you can create laws that are like, if somebody chops down a tree, they get charged a certain amount of currency. And then you can also have another statement in that law that basically says if said person cleans up the, like, you know, cleans up debris, they get credited a certain amount of currency. And a lot of servers use things like that to incentivize certain behaviors in the players, right? So that players are like cleaning up debris after they cut down a tree and not just cutting down trees everywhere and deforesting everything. It's pretty cool. All right. So it looks like they are... Oh, looks like they're probably almost done planting. Yeah. So the carrots are being planted. That is excellent. I have my seedling planted, and I'm going to go put the animal feed away so that my pigs don't run out of food. Or my pig. I have one pig. Not working at the moment, currently training for a new career. While doing that, the training company wants me to be a tutor or assessor of tutors, but that's more training, so we'll see. Just want to get working again, to be honest. Yeah, I hear you. Good luck with all of that. I think it's going to be great. And it'll work out. I totally brought the bow to sell and I didn't sell it. Alright, let's put the animal feed in there. And I think because I have a bunch of, I think it's wheat grain that I planted. If I recall, this is just to make the grain. This is for, she's not actually using this because I can't make anything with this yet. So, right, I planted wheat grain, not oat grain, not rye grain. So I need to prioritize that when I can plant those things. Because I'm going to want to make sure that I plant a field of like at least both of those so that I can start making my own animal feed too. I don't know, I'm looking in here. I need to go to resource storage. I think I'm also going to start the house at some point soon. Maybe I should just kind of save that for next stream. And then I will just continue like focusing on the orchard and the farm right now. So I know I don't have much oat grain. I only have 2. I'm going to have to buy this. So yeah, I can plant this during spring. But I can only plant rye grain during autumn. Maybe it's rye grain that I planted. I'm not sure if it was rye grain or wheat. Well, it was wheat. Yeah, so it's just wheat. So rye and it's going to be a while before I can create my own animal feed. Don't have many sticks, but I can throw in what is here right now. I do love how this little like gate works. Like really cute. I don't know what this person is doing over here with the pig. Stepping on it. So there's like a ton of manure, and I'm wondering if I just don't have this set high enough. I would like to buy another pig too. Okay, so manure is at 90%, so that's just the most I'm gonna get, right? I suppose I should leave that for him to take care of. I am liking how this looks from up here. I just want to see what this looks like in the spring, which it is almost spring, so I'll be able to do that before I end the stream today. I think I've done a pretty good job at not dying. Food on me? I don't have food on me. Just gotta keep an eye on that I don't get down too low before the end of the day. Have you ever played Kingdom Come Deliverance? I have not. People have brought it up to me. And I think I looked at it on Steam. And I didn't really look at it too much, but it does look very similar in a lot of ways. But from my understanding, it seems like there's more like battles or something, or like more like, you know, kind of actual like fighting and things that are kind of a priority. I'm not really 100% sure because I don't really know much about the game. I just kind of like saw a couple like screenshots of it. All right, I've got 161 sticks. I think I'm okay. Can add more the wattle fences. I am absolutely loving how this looks. Like, is Kingdom Come Deliverance also like, is it kind of similar in that there's like the city management thing, or is it more like first person, like story based or something like that? Might be up your tree if you like your medieval games. I mean, I do like medieval games for sure. Like, one of my longest like running like favorite games from when I was younger was the Stronghold series, specifically Stronghold Crusader. And I mean, for a lot of the reasons I like this game, because in that game, you know, you're managing resources and in a city, but you're also like having to defend your keep from an enemy, and that's like a top-down game. A little different. More quest story driven than management, right? Played some hours. Yeah, I'll have to definitely look into it eventually. This game also somewhat reminds me of, and I never really played it that much, but Life is Feudal. It was like a game that was in early access a very long time ago. And it was in early access a long time ago. And I played it when it was very early access, so like there wasn't much to do in it, but it was kind of like a similar style where you have to like go and like start building up a settlement and get like settlers and stuff, but it just, the mechanics were different. And then I think they made it like an MMO as well, but I don't know much about it anymore. Glass, and you can build your own town. There are more quests than town management. Okay, that's interesting. So does that mean like the NPCs are kind of like, you know, they kind of do stuff on their own? It's less about you collecting resources for them? I will have to check it out. You have to do a bit of collection, but you can also do your own thing. Hunt, compete in tourneys, and fight. Okay, that's cool. There was some other game I saw someone playing that gave me that vibe. I think it was a game Rogue Otter was playing, but I don't remember what it was called. Ooh, I don't want to die. Let's get some food. Also go for a swim. Get ourselves clean. Naturally, I am very dirty. Just middle of winter, polar bear plunge or penguin plunge, whatever they call it. was hoping Rogue Otter was still in here so that he could say what game it is that he was playing like obsessively for a while. Because he was playing this like game a bunch and was streaming it in Discord. Yeah, I mean, I like medieval games. Not all of them. Not all of them kind of scratch that itch the way that like games like Medieval Dynasty do, or like the Stronghold series and stuff. I've also played games though that are kind of like they don't have the option to play first person. There was a game that came out recently, Farthest Frontier, and to me a lot, I don't know if everybody else made the connection, but it's just so much like Banished, which was another game where you're basically like, it's sort of a top-down city manager game, but both are, you know, set in medieval settings. Like stuff like that too. Sunk a few fair hours into Banished. Yeah, Banished was good. And like at the time, I felt like it was kind of unique. There's a bunch of games though that came out since that feel like, it doesn't feel like they're a copy of Banished with just like, you know, a different appearance. It feels like a lot of them kind of improved on that, you know, that style of game. But the ones that are all out currently are kind of similar, have similar features and stuff. But Farthest Frontier really is a lot of fun. But is very similar. There's another game I've been really into lately, though. It's not really very much a different genre of game. It's not a new game either. I think there's a second one, but Darkest Dungeon, which is a roguelite game, basically. What sticks here? And so it's sort of a thing like you have this like town that it's like very like almost 2D adventure game. You have this town and like you have to unlock the buildings that you can use or access and the things that basically they're able to do. And then you have these adventurers that you basically like sort of like add to your team. And up to 4 of them basically you can send on these missions. And the missions are basic, like the whole game itself is sort of like managing adventurers' stress and like mental health while on an adventure. That's basically what it is. And so you have these adventurers who are, did they not fully fertilize everything? Oh no, they did. That was a weird angle. So like you'll go on this adventure and like the monsters and stuff that you're attacking, like a monster might do this like, I don't know, creepy like scream or whatever, and like it'll add stress to your character's stress levels. And like if one of your characters maybe is really close to like their stress bar meter or whatever being full, then that character will potentially like develop a like negative attribute, like it makes them paranoid or selfish or masochistic or something like that. And then like their behavior will basically change in between turns. Like all the fights are turn based. It's a really, really good game. I almost feel like it's not a game I would necessarily stream, but maybe it is. I don't know. It feels like it would be a cool game to stream for a little bit before another game. But there's a Darkest Dungeon 2, I guess, that came out, but I don't know if it was on sale, but like me and a bunch of other people, I saw a bunch of people playing it, and then I started playing it. And it's resource light enough that I can use it or play it on my laptop, which is not designed for gaming. Yes, Rogue, Darkest Dungeon. Rogue also played this, or plays. It is really good. I feel like maybe I should play it on stream one day. I feel like it might be, if I were to do that, like maybe it would be one that I would just want to I just realized I you know, I encircled these fields, but weird how they like go that far, even though this one does, because they're on somewhat of a grid. I don't know, I guess it's not perfect, but that's okay. Maybe I'll do something to decorate the outside of this one to not make it look like it's so much deeper than the others. Found that game gets very confused if you have two fighters that have the defend skill and you have them defend each other. Yeah, I could see that happening. Rogue, you should stream that. By the way, anybody who's in here, go over and sub to Rogue's channel if you're not already. I mean, maybe most of you are, but like, go do that. You can click on the 3 buttons next to his name in stream chat. I might stream that. Yes, you should. All right, so we've got this one enclosed. This one is not enclosed. I'm not going to enclose that today, but I am going to put the blueprints down. Because after spring comes, I'm going to have to also tend to farming before I end the stream today. And that's going to be very soon. So let's... I'm going to do the same thing, putting the gates on the inside. Let's do about here. We'll put the gate right here. And it's easier to place actually if I'm on the outside. I wasn't, but I am now. Awesome. Yes, definitely go do that. Rogue has streamed some awesome games. Oh no! Did I make this too short? Like, why won't it? Okay, let's destroy this last part. Wouldn't it have been terrible if I accidentally hit the carrot field instead of the fence? Oh. Alright, that's all good. And then let's fence in this one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one because the road goes right up to there. And I'm afraid I'm going to have the same problem that I had before, but we will see. Can I place this anywhere? I do want to give it enough space. And this bottom field is where, like, I'm gonna have to, you know, put some effort into earning enough money to get the seeds to start this bottom field in the spring. Alright, I want to place this properly. Perfect. Okay. So the blueprints for that are up. And I think this looks pretty good. Like, this is a nice little farm area. If I do continue to expand out in that direction, what I'll probably end up doing is putting a barn, like having another road that kind of goes, you know, up and down like this. I'm going to put, when I unlock the bigger barn, I think it's a bigger barn, I'll have a road kind of go up and down here, put a barn somewhere, and then have more fields. I feel like that would work out well. Okay. They're sectioned off. Let's see how our pig is doing in here. Oh, she's sleeping. I feel like my dude should have, like, collected a lot of this, though. Crop is at 43%. I still have to do stuff with the, like, essentially the fencing. I feel like there needs to be fencing in between some of these buildings, but not positive how I'm going to do that. Like, I might put fencing here, but we'll really just put a gate here and fencing on either side. Then this is sort of like a barn area. I don't know. We'll figure that out. All right, I'm going to sleep because it's nighttime and I want the season to change. And if I recall, I think... Oh, well, I didn't even need to go to bed. The season's going to change and I think my wife will give birth also. Maybe not. When the time comes... Challenges. When the time comes, the herald will arrive at one of the local taverns of the valley, including yours. Speaking with him allows you to accept one of the king's challenges. These are not mandatory tasks, but successful fulfillment of the challenge will increase your dynasty's reputation and strengthen your relationship with the king. I've never actually done challenges before.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Husbandman. How's my beautiful wife doing? Honey, I think something is wrong. What is it this time? Someone's not laughing at your jokes again. I'm serious. It's about the baby. Tell me everything. My belly, it feels worse than when I drank that mushroom wine. I think something bad is happening. I would say it's probably nothing because, like, that would make sense. But the second part of that, let's just ignore it. That's not gonna be good. I'm gonna say, what can I do? Get some help. The closest herbalist you can find. I'm on my way. And husband, don't take too long. Okay, so she's not feeling good. We need to get her an herbalist. Everything is nice and green again. Winter has passed. I feel like the one thing, like, I didn't get the notification that I have to pay taxes, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I have to pay 946 in taxes. That's a bit much. I can talk to Alwyn again, and I am going to get 400 coins from him when I do that. So that's cool. So it says find an herbalist. If I do that, let me track that quest. So that's actually sending me to Rolnica. Alright, let's check out first, though. Like, this is like the fruits of our labor on this stream today. What does this look like? Let me put the hammer away. So that's... Oh, see, I think this is adorable. And, like, once these are up, it's gonna look even cuter. This is, like, such a cute little orchard and farm. These plum trees are bigger. We haven't grown anything yet. So I think this is wheat, but it's not at the harvest stage yet. I guess, I'm guessing that would be next season. We've got the carrots all planted. This is looking really good. I just love the like I said before, I love the look of the wattle fence. also want to kind of see it from like up the hill, so that's like really cute. Okay, so health and everything is up. I need to pay taxes. I don't have the money to do that just yet. What I do need to do also is I'm gonna need to start planning some other stuff because I feel like my food is gonna get low. Because I've gone 2 seasons without like growing vegetables. I mean, I do have lots of the dried meat. You know, we are seeing the inventory of carrots go down. So it seems like what we do need to do though is actually, where is the challenge? Because it says any tavern. Okay, so there's this little icon here in Hornica. I have to go to Hornica at some point to find Kestrel. So I could also like plan next time to head down there. I think the main thing is, though, let's head over to... We have enough time. Let's head over to Rolnica and get the herb list. I'm not going to go to pay the taxes yet because I just don't have the money. And what I might have to do is just hunt and dry a bunch of meat and then sell that, because that would sell for a decent amount of money. And I also realized I totally didn't make my tea. Damn. Oh, there's a barrel. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything on this island. Aside from white-tailed eagles. Oh, yeah, we do have something. We have an iron shovel. That's a bunch of stone. I don't need stone right now. All right, so that's cool. We have an iron shovel. I'm just gonna go this way. Why not? Oh, I guess actually no, because I have to take the other bridge, so I might as well not, like, cross this one. It's like rubbing weird. Remembering now that I didn't make any more stone arrows, but that shouldn't be terrible. Because I did find those few bronze arrows that would make my my life a little bit easier. I don't have to worry as much about spreading out. Really, like, could use a bandit camp right now, though, to, like, take stuff from. Or even one of the abandoned ones. Just like so pretty looking at the river. Alright, so we need to find the herbalist. That's the pig person. Oh, I should be following the exclamation point. Really. Alright, I need your help. My wife is pregnant and she needs medical attention. Hi there, what do you need? What seems to be the problem? I don't know exactly. She feels strange, unsettled. Is it her first child? Yes. She'll be fine. Just give her some juice or something. I don't think you understood me. You're gonna pack whatever potions and medicine you have and gladly follow me back to my wife to attend to her needs. Got it? Let me get my bag. Splendid. But we need to collect some ingredients on the way. Just be sure we're prepared for everything. What ingredients do we need? Morel mushroom and broadleaf plantain. Okay, that's gonna be pretty easy. Is she gonna follow me? Oh, she's gonna do her revolving door thing that they sometimes do. What is your favorite game and why? That's a really hard question. Like, you know, if I was talking about classic, like, or older games that just are really, like, I will always love them because there's, like, that nostalgia. Like, I was talking about Stronghold Crusader before, and that's honestly one of those games for me. But, like, games that, like, my favorite that, like, maybe I regularly play. Like, I am a huge Minecraft person. Like, I love Minecraft. I play a lot of The Sims. It's just, I don't think I can narrow it down to one game. Like, I play The Sims, I play Minecraft. I mean, I'm a huge Overwatch fan. I stopped playing for a long time, though. I like a lot of, like, creative games. Let's see if there's any mushrooms over here. I don't think I can get morel mushrooms. Oh, no, yeah, I can in spring. I don't know why I was thinking I can't. Trying to, like, see with the inspector mode if I can pick up on the mushrooms. Oh, some over here. Hey, lady. Hello, Boa. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good day. Johnny Johansson modded Minecraft and modded Skyrim comfort games. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I didn't even mention Skyrim. Like, I love Skyrim as well, too. And I do play modded Minecraft. I like playing vanilla as well. Okay, we're gonna just, I guess, bring this with me and she's just gonna follow me. I've still never finished Skyrim. I've finished the main quest for sure, but like there are still a ton of side quests and stuff that I never did. I did finish the Dark Brotherhood questline and the Thieves Guild questline. I don't think I ever finished the Companions stuff. Never did any of the Bard's College stuff. I did the College of Winterhold questline. Yeah, like you keep starting over and over, especially okay, so when they added the DLC, the Hearthstone maybe, or like the home one that where you can build houses and like customize them and stuff like that. I mean, I was done. I was just gonna keep doing that forever and ever. Because that was all really fun. Class yes, Eddie, I never finished. Just kept starting over and over. But I'm doing good, thanks. How's the cough? Cough is... I feel like it was better. At one point a little earlier in the stream, I just started coughing a lot. Like the like reflex to cough, or the, I guess the feeling that I have to cough has gotten worse again, but it probably doesn't help that I also have like my window open and it's cold, but I like the rain and the fresh air, so hopefully improving. I'm supposed to call my doctor right after I finish the stream and update her, and then she'll let me know what we have to do from here, if I need a chest x-ray or not. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping and it feels like it's overall getting better, but some moments are still rough. This poor woman is like in the middle of her workday and is following me all the way back to my village. I feel like she should be well compensated, but I have a feeling just knowing these quests that that's like probably not going to happen. And this is definitely not a quest that, like, is designed to, you know, bring in money. As far as I know. And I really need to obviously make money this season so that I can pay my taxes. I would imagine I would get money from the challenges though. So maybe that's going to be worth it. Like going down to Hornica and doing the challenges. All right. Let's see where Melwina is. She's over here in the barn probably. Okay. And what did he say? Husband. Okay, everything's going to be fine. It seems that it was just indigestion. I feel stupid to be honest. You shouldn't, not one bit. Hate being useless. You're not. You're doing things I would never be able to do. And all that for our family. Nothing makes me happier than assisting you with them. Thank you. You're getting good at this marriage thing. You make it easy, and I love you for it. Now take some rest. Okay. Maxed out my affection again. Got dynasty reputation. What is... Oh, no, I thought that was the woman that, like, came here to, like, wait. Wait, what is... Like there's like more people in here than there usually is. All right, so let's see. Just looking at the updated quests. I need 946 coins. I don't have that. I need to talk to Alwyn. I'm gonna get a longbow and coins. I can sell that longbow because I already have a bow that I'm fine with. Or I could sell the bow that I have. That'll get me some money. And then I need to go to Hornica. The air thing I can't speed up. So what I'm thinking is I go to Alwyn. We'll go over to Alwyn and then we'll get the coins from him and the longbow, make a sale. And then I'll go directly south to Hornica because I have to complete two parts or like two different quests there. Well, really, I have to complete the next stage of Unigos quest and then I can do a challenge. And if that challenge is something that, like, I would imagine the challenges would earn you money. So I have a little bit of time. So what I'll do is I'm going to talk to Alwyn. We'll get that stuff done and get to Hornica. And then we can end the stream there. And I hate the journey to Hornica because it is a little bit of a trip. And I don't have the money, or I can't afford to even spend the money on fast travel. Yes, hello, how are you? Hope you're having a good day too. Thank you guys for popping in. All right. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Well, just like the first day we met, you don't look happy. Why do you think so? You don't have to worry so much about me. You sure this is the life you wanted? No, but this is the one I have. And as you know, I have a lot of work ahead of me. I understand. Is that it? I also totally thought that I would be getting... Did I get 400 coins? I have to talk to Gazella again. No. So the rewards were shown were not the ones... I don't know why it's doing that twice. The rewards shown basically weren't the ones that I got, so I can't actually sell anything. But I have to talk to Gazella, which is the huntress that is in Jazerica, maybe? Lesnica? Lesnica, she's over there because that's who we had him train with initially. Yes, I am still on hold to buy this game. Yeah, no, definitely. I think somebody said it's on sale on cdkeys.com or something like that too. I really don't like how easily out of breath my character gets. Looks like this is like a... should go this way. I'm used to taking a different road. Or at least like going over the mountains and not taking the road. But I also keep an eye out for camps. Just so I don't like run into one. I have 1 copper arrow. I have 3 bronze arrows. Let me put the bronze arrows as my like first default. I can hear this music all day. I know, it's so relaxing. Although it cuts out every so often in this game, and I don't really know why. I gotta keep going straight. There's a road over there too. A moose? Wizen? Take a over this way so I don't get charged by them. What the sound was that? Oh my god, that was the moose. They're all making noise today. I just noticed this over here. I don't know how somebody's carriage like got all the way over here. It's not even on the side of the road. Got 100 coins from there. These are all things I can actually sell. Also, water's right here. Let me drink it. Yes, on CD Keys, it's $15 with the supporters game pack too. Insane. Pretty good price. A lot of deer over here. I'm actually just gonna follow the this icon because that's at the tavern in Hornica. I'm actually pretty close, so I don't really need to take the road from here, I guess. Spotting a wolf and a rabbit. I don't know where the wolf is. That does make me a little nervous. I don't want to come over the hill and there's just a wolf right here. I do remember there being wolves over here in Hornica. Or near Hornica. I just don't want to get jumped by a wolf. I have a lot of arrows. A lot of animal spots are popping up for me. Which is good, like, so I... Yeah, it's good to know where these animals are. Just wait to... Yeah, like, so I'm waiting for co-op too, though, like, in this game. It's going to be really good, I think. Just don't know when it's actually coming into the game. Audio stuff is happening again. Okay, I think this is the challenge guy. I'm guessing, because the outfit. Like, I don't know if maybe that's supposed to be, like, royal colors, but he looks like he's a jester. Greetings. I'm here by his order of His Majesty King August the First, the Great. I have a task for people of this valley. What does the king want? Actually, no. Let's start with this. Do you, by any chance, know what the king's opinion of me is? The king doesn't know you or your people too well. Great. Thanks. How old is the king? He's 27. Okay, the young king. What does the king want? King will be hosting a big wedding ceremony for a member of his family. He asks all of his subjects to provide coin for this prestigious event. Oh my gosh. I need you to give me coins, not the other way around. I don't remember what happens if I fail a challenge, and I don't know how long I'm gonna get for this. I have none to spare. Sorry, buddy. Let's see what in the knowledge base challenges. Okay. It says it'll come with great rewards, but I don't know. Apart from highly increasing your dynasty reputation, it could also build your relationship with the king, where failing will result in equal punishment. But, like, does it come with other rewards? Because if it doesn't, then it's not worth me doing all of that. I don't know. You know what? We will take it anyway. I want to try a challenge. I'll wait your delivery. If you don't want to carry everything here, remember that you can leave it in your storage, provided that you have one, and tell me about it. I will have it collected later. Okay, that's kind of cool, but it's coins, so it doesn't weigh anything for me. The challenges, Golden Wedding. I need, 1,500 coins. This is gonna be, that's gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to get a lot. I'm gonna have to do a lot of like hunting or something else to build up that many coins. Let me Unigas story. Oh, so like the quest is like basically in this town. Leonard has a quest for me. Kestrel's a woman, so... Kinda... Oh, she's got some broken bottles near her. I stand up next to a mountain and I chop it down with the edge of my hand. Well, I pick up all the pieces and make an island. Might even raise a little sand. Kestrel, is that you? I'm Rasamir, Jordan's nephew. Waits at the window wearing the face that he keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? Kestrel, are you there? Do you hear me? Until the rainbow burns the stars out in the sky, until the ocean covers every mountain high, until the day is night and night becomes the day, until the trees and seas just up and fly away. This is pointless. You're drunk as a lord. I know. I'll bring you a special potion that will help clear your head. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? The answer is blowing in the wind. Don't worry, Kestrel. I'll come back. Okay, so she's drunk. Yes. Little question. Is the POV for third person always this close? No. So I change it every so often. You can use the scroll wheel and go really far out. This is the farthest you can go. And then you can go all the way into first person. Okay, so we have to get a potion of sobriety for Kestrel. And we need to do this challenge. I'm not going to be able to do this today because it is about time for me to end the stream. So that's going to be the goal for the next playthrough, I think. I'm going to need to find some way to get enough money both to pay my taxes and also to, get money for this guy, so, for the king. So that's pretty much going to be it for today. Let me swap to the screen really quick. Thank you guys all for hanging out. I'm going to be streaming next on Thursday, which is my weekday schedule. I don't think I'm going to do any surprise streams like I did last Friday because I just really am supposed to be resting my voice and getting rid of this cough. So I will see you guys again on Thursday. If you are around, thank you for hanging out today. And we will take care of the King's Challenge next time. See you guys.